Back here with Rock Island native Chasson Randle, EuroLeague champ, former NBA player. Excited to have you here with us. I know you're excited to be back home, only here for a few weeks. But real quick before we get into the NBA talk, I know you're still working hard during the off season here. Walk us through kind of some of the training that you've been going through and kind of what you're looking forward to in this next couple months.
Yeah, for me, I didn't take too much of a break after I left Spain. I got right back to work and just excited to be back, getting into the groove of things. So my week probably consists of Monday through Saturday, working out 2 to 3 times a day, making sure I'm eating right and trying to keep my weight up and get stronger, as well as work on my craft and get better as a basketball player. So just staying in the gym and having fun with it, at the same time. I recognize that, I can't take anything for granted, and you only get so long to play this game, so I'm enjoying it. Yeah.
Yeah, and we were talking, constant grind, and you can't really take many weeks off. Highly competitive, so that's great to see that you're doing well with that. And moving on to NBA talk. Obviously, you are a fan, so let's get right to it. LeBron James is the big question. He's a free agent this year. Where do you think he goes? I know a lot of people are thinking Boston, but there's talks of the Lakers, 76ers even. I mean, what are your thoughts on this whole thing?
Man, I'm not even really sure. I think LeBron is going to make the best decision for himself and his family. I think he's stated that. But if I just had to guess, I'd say L.A.,
It's a prime location.
Yeah, I mean, just thinking life after basketball and, all the opportunity out there and on the West Coast, L.A. is prime for, anything he could put his imagination to. So, yeah, I'd probably say L.A.
That's got to be something that's, often overlooked with NBA players, too. I mean, how the factor of location, a lot of times, especially when you're in LeBron shoes, you can actually choose where you go.
Right.
But, that probably does factor into a lot of players, especially the All-Stars, and, that might be something a lot of people don't think about.
Yeah, no, I think that, if you have the opportunity like LeBron does to kind of pick and choose as a free agent where you want to go, you're going to try to put yourself in the best situation, both basketball-wise and, business-wise. So I'm sure, him and his team are doing a great job of putting the pieces together, and he's done great, and he's going to continue to be great. So I don't doubt any decision that he makes.
Yeah. Well, he definitely helped carry the Cavs this year for sure to those finals. I think it was the 4th straight year was LeBron versus the Warriors.
Yeah.
An incredible run there. Warriors win it again. I mean, how good is this team, man? With KD, Steph, all those guys. Clay's playing great. Just how incredible are the Warriors?
Nah, I mean, and they're fun to watch. They play good basketball. It's not just one guy playing one-on-one and, trying to go to work all game. They move the ball and they get each other involved, and that's how basketball should be played, I think. Of course they have superstars, but they've worked themselves to that level, and the team is built for them to show their talents each individually and what they do well. So it's fun to watch. I don't know if a team can dethrone them. I think this summer would be big in terms of, who can put together, the best pieces to kind of combat them next year. But if I'm them, I don't change anything. We won back-to-back, 3 out of the last 4. Why not try to go for another one?
A lot of eyes on LeBron. They're going to be seeing where he goes, because wherever he goes is probably going to be that #1 contending spot for sure.
Yeah.
That's how good of a player he is. Just a couple more questions for you. First off, in your time playing in the NBA, was there a particular player that stood out that you faced personally?
Man, they all stood out. Every night at the point guard position, you're playing like a star. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're playing, at home or away, wherever. I think it's the toughest position, in the NBA, a point guard. So, whether it's Steph Curry or even Mike Conley and those guys, it's tough every single night. So everyone stood out, to me. I was trying to learn as much as I could, soak up as much information by watching and, playing. So I had a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to hopefully getting back to that level.
A lot of versatility required at that position, so for sure, point guard's definitely up there. Finally, LeBron versus MJ. It's a debate talked about all the time. You're a Rock Island native. I'm assuming you grew up a big Michael Jordan fan. Yeah. Who's the GOAT?
Well, to me, my dad, like, he's a big Michael Jordan guy, and when I was younger, all I watched was videos of Michael Jordan and him flying through the air with his tongue out and things of that nature. LeBron's a great player. You know, he's probably one of the greatest that my generation has ever seen. But I gotta go with Jordan because he's like almost the originator, you know, in a way. And his impact kind of set the blueprint on and off the court for all the athletes after him. So, and you can't argue like six versus 3, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
it's a lot of championships.
Yeah, that's a lot of championships, and he took, you know, a year and a half, 2 years off. So, yeah, I gotta go with MJ.
MJ, that's yeah, highly controversial pick right there. Michael Jordan, great pick. Chasson Randle, thank you so much for joining us. Best of luck moving forward as you continue with the summer workouts, and yeah, really happy to have you back.
Thank you.